this is Tanika with Win the Day. I do this video blog in order to encourage you to stay on track with what you are planning to accomplish, which in my opinion, if you plan to win every day, meaning that you take account of every day and try to get something checked off, that you're moving forward in a positive direction every single day, that you will be successful. So many of us get caught up in the mundane of our everyday life, like I gotta go to work, I gotta feed the kids, I gotta do this, I commute here, I do that. And we don't seize the small opportunities that we have during our day that we could actually be doing something for our own personal goals, for the things that we want to accomplish and do. So that's why I do this video blog, just so that you can be reminded to win the day. If you're in any of my accountability groups, this is, I think, the first time that I'm posting in my on my page and not on my profile. So a lot of you might be watching a replay, and that is totally fine. But please join me on my page. It is with my same name, Tanika D'Souza, but it's a page. I did send invitations, so you can check your invites area and just join the group there. I am so close to hitting 100 follows. I just started this page yesterday, so I'm super excited about that. So you guys share all of that, especially with people who you are trying to do business with. You want them to be on the same path with you, even if there's stuff that I say that you know, it doesn't totally jive with what you want to do. The two, you and your business partners or people that you are close to, you guys can talk in similar language and then move forward from there. So I just hope to be an encouragement. If you're on any of my teams, please send me your information about what you're doing. We are close to the weekend. It's Thursday, you guys. So I hope that you have awesome plans for the weekend. I do, because it is my birthday weekend. Woo! I have so many friends who are born around the same time. So there are events and parties and all of that everywhere, all over the place. So if you are in my real circle, my friends, my family, I am looking forward to seeing you guys this weekend. This should be really nice. And for me, it is a milestone birthday, so I'm super excited. I went to a restaurant last night and we told the lady my age, and she wrote happy birthday, happy 21st birthday on my little plate. So it was so cute, but I'm not 21. I have a 20-year-old daughter. Okay, so no. We have passed that. I'm doing the anniversary. I'm about to be 40. And I'm super stoked about it, because I feel like this year kind of for me just marks me realizing that time is of the essence. I mean, how much of my life am I going to use hoping and wishing and half writing books and half doing things? There are several areas of my life where I've been very successful, and there are other areas where I've been successful but with a struggle, and those are the type of lessons and things that I want to make sure I'm passing on. We definitely pass this stuff on to my children. My children are very entrepreneurial, and they have their parents' support, and they understand that they have a net, and they definitely use it. So I'm excited for them, because I just want them to understand that whatever they desire in life, that they absolutely can create it for themselves. If it pairs up that you can work with another company, great. But if you need to create it, the option is there. They understand what it takes to create something from nothing. And that is what I want to impart to you. A lot of us didn't grow up in that kind of environment. So we just feel like, well, if I don't find a job that supports the salary that I want, or if I don't find this, then basically you're screwed. Well, that's not true. You absolutely were designed to create. You were designed, especially women, we were designed to bring forth, right? We were designed to bring life into this world. So the creation of things is absolutely a human thing for us to do. Hi, thank you for joining me. I cannot see who you are, so if you want to write me a comment and tell me your name and where you're from, that is awesome. But anyway, I wrote the topic for today, and it said, travel the hard road. This morning, I am on my way into my office, and I was leaving a client, and I had to drop off an order that they needed early. So I dropped the order off, and I am on my way, back into the office, and I realized that the route that it's taking me is taking me on this road that I do not love to travel. And the reason I don't love to travel on that road is because I have been in accidents there. I've had several flat tires. Basically, that road, I have been towed off of that road several times, and by several I mean at least 4 that I can think of easily. 2 accidents, 2 tires for sure. So it's probably been more than that because I've lived in the DC area for a long time. And for those of you who are local, I'm talking about GW Parkway. It is not a place that I love because it's so windy. It's beside water. Like, there's just a lot of craziness about it, and for the fact that in DC we drive really ridiculously anyway. So you combine that with a 2-lane road that people are desperate to go from one highway to the other, and this parkway is kind of the only way to get there. They just drive so recklessly there, and then it's not maintained well, so there's potholes and all of that. But today, that was a part of my commute. I had to travel that road. When I got on that road, it brought up the memories of the times where I have had accidents, potholes, tires burst, sitting for hours waiting for tow trucks. All of those memories come back. And to be honest with you, they do bring a little bit of fear. Not that I'm going to stop driving or say, oh, I got to find another way. But it does remind me of the things that I don't enjoy, right? So for some of you, the thing that it made me realize was it didn't matter whether I enjoyed it. It didn't matter how many times I've had accidents there before. I needed to travel that road today. And I was going to travel that road successfully today. And a lot of you need to hear that and apply it to your own journey toward whatever it is that you're trying to create. So by trade or by schooling, I studied counseling psychology. You will never hear me say that I am a licensed psychologist. I'm not a psychologist because I don't have a PhD, and I'm not a licensed counselor because I did not sit for that licensure exam. I did finish my master's degree. I did work in the field. I did in-home therapy. I did lots of wraparound services. I did a lot of things, but I did not get the license, which actually is a really huge milestone if you are in the psychology world. It kind of opens up a whole nother door for what you can charge, where you can work, and the type of clients and things that you can be responsible for, which is more valuable to your agency. However, I decided at that point that I wasn't sure how many years I was going to spend in that arena because I was already pursuing entrepreneurship and I was enjoying it. So I did not spend the time to take additional classes nor study for that big exam in order to be licensed. However, if that was my goal, I would have to travel that hard road. There's no doubt about it. It's a hard road. My cousin is currently on that road. She is studying for her psychology license, and she literally is like taking herself off the grid for months so that she can get it done. One of my friends is in education. She had to pass a specific type of board exam. I know that she has been teaching. I believe that she is an assistant principal or something, but either way, she had to take some other exam in order to be considered for principalship or whatever. I don't know the education journey, so I could be saying this all wrong, but I know that she has studied for that exam in the past. She has failed that exam in the past. However, in order to accomplish what she wants to accomplish, she has to travel that hard road. So, here's what I'm saying to you. Stop trying to do the same thing in the same mindset. Figure out where you went wrong. Stop trying to deny the fact that you need to pass certain exams. You need to save a certain amount of money. There are hard roads that no matter what, you're going to have to travel because you are creating something. Some of those fields require license. Some of those fields require large amounts of money to start. Some of those fields require experience. You have to get those things. A lot of you, and I've heard it, it's so crazy to me. You feel like, okay, well, God told me to do this. Wonderful. God told you to do it. You know specifically what the end result will be. And guess what? I'm going to tell you something else that is a big, huge secret for Christians. You will win. Okay? That does not at all mean you won't travel the hard road. You still have to get the license. You still need to raise the money. You just need to be trusting God that He's going to help you through that. Even if you hit some speed bumps, potholes, getting towed off the road because you weren't prepared, it doesn't mean that you will not have success on that same path later. That's what I'm telling you. Don't avoid the hard road. Just approach it with a different thing. And guess what? Don't just pray your way through. Pray, ask God, what do I need to do? What do I need to learn? What do I need to become? Where do I need to invest my time in order to accomplish this particular goal? Stop pretending that your prayer is the only thing that you need to get you through. If you want to be a medical doctor, guess what? If you just hit your knees every day and pray, that does not teach you biology. That does not give you the insight that you need in order to become a medical doctor. You have to put in the work. You have to get the training, because just because God called you doesn't mean He didn't call you to be skilled, that He didn't call you to be an expert. He gave you the industry, the field, all of the information. Now go out there and learn how to be that. Don't just sit and say, well, if God told me to do it, then He'll open the doors. Yeah, He opened the door to school. He opened the door to training. He opened the door to people like myself who love to work with entrepreneurs. I created a course. It's called Blueprint to Accomplish Your Goals. Because some of us, we're just doing like writing books, starting nonprofits, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. You just need to learn how to set the goal and how to create executable plans. You need somebody there. You need the support to get through the obstacles, to travel that hard road. And those are the things that I've done. I've traveled the hard road. I've cried the tears. I've realized that there's no way around doing the things that will help me become an expert in my field. I've paid the high prices for classes. I've endured stuff. I literally am in a commercial kitchen. So I used to have burn marks up my arm because when you open the doors, they swing open like this, and when you open it, then you go into the thing and you can hit your arm on the door. So the first time I did that, I probably like jumped and, oh my gosh, I burned myself. Oh, burn cream, oh, everybody. And if I burn myself today, I need to factor in what else is going on, and that determines my reaction. Not that it doesn't hurt, because it hurts every time, but I can burn myself now and still could hold my cakes, cupcakes, whatever I was taking out that oven, successfully put it down, and then go, oh. Now, I've never burned myself so terribly that I needed the hospital, but we've had cuts, we've had all kinds of crazy stuff happen, and we did need attention. But that's not my point. My point is, you're going to have to travel the road. You're going to have to do the hard part. You're going to have to invest the time, energy, finances, know-how into learning and becoming what it is that you want to become. It is not impossible. Just because there is a license hanging between you and your destination does not make your goal impossible. It just means you need to study and you need to do what it takes to pass that test. You need to do what it takes to earn that money so you can buy that commercial oven and rent that space. Or you need to do what it takes to start that business. Whatever it is, you really just need to create the goals and understand what it takes to create an executable plan. So that's what we're doing. Blueprint to accomplish your goals. My job is to tell you how this is going to help you. Your job is to invest in the course so that you can actually stop wishing for everything and start doing something to change your life, change your situation. And to be honest with you, just being obedient. Because some of us are there, we're like, well, God told me to do this, and I wasn't sure, and I'm not even lying. I am in that same boat. I have repent for not being immediately obedient, and I said, okay, God, I am looking at these journals. I see the things that you told me to do years ago. Is this something you still want me doing now? The answer was yes. So I pursued it, and I am out here doing what God called me to do right now. So that's what you need to do, because actually if you know what you're supposed to be doing and you're not doing it, you're just flat out being disobedient. And the word says, if you love me, you will keep my commandment. One of the 10 commandments says that you will put no other God before him. But instead what you're doing is putting several gods before him when you don't, with reckless abandon, follow his orders. You're putting fear, the spirit of fear, in front of him. You're putting your fear of what others will think of you in front of him. You're putting a fear of an exam in front of him. You're putting financial challenges in front of just trusting God. So I'm not saying that you won't have any of those things, but what you need to do is decide that your God, the one who gave you these ideas and these visions and these goals and these dreams and these desires, your God is bigger than all of those other things. And you're putting him first, and you're putting first what he called you to do. The book is not going to write itself, even if he called you to do it. But if you keep fearing that, oh, if I finish this book and put it out there and they're not gonna buy it. Nobody asked you to think about that. He told you to write the book. Write the book. Finish it. I'm talking to myself. Finish the book. Okay? So that's what I had to share. You're going to have to travel the hard road. That's a part of, in the course, Blueprint to Accomplish Your Goals, is group coaching. Because you will have my insight. You will have the lessons that I present each week. And then you will also have a team of other people who are doing the same thing, who are executing at the same time. I am currently a part of a group coaching class. It is awesome because I have yet to ask a question to the person who designed this course. However, all of my questions were answered because there are so many other people in the course that they tend to ask very similar questions, or I'm able to see myself and see my, I'm going to call folly, in the way that they're asking their questions and the way that they're going about accomplishing things. So I personally invest in learning and trying to understand the things that I know I don't understand. I spend the time to do that. I spend the money to do that. I sacrifice things in my personal life so that they can get done, because it's not okay for me to just have a desire excuse me, and not do everything possible to see that thing come to pass. So that's what I'm challenging you to do. Blueprint to Accomplish Your Goals is found at mynametanicaDesouza.com/goals course. All the information is there. I'm actually going to put up an option today for you to do a payment plan. The price that you see is never going to be lower than that. It's never going to be lower than that. It's lower right now because this is my first time doing it, and there are some things that I know I'm going to have to work through. But the beginner benefit for you is that you have my full attention. You have my personal buy-in. I want to see you win. I want to see this course work for people. This blueprint has worked for me in several ventures. So I want to see it work for you. Hi, Antonisha. Challenge accepted. Amen. And you and I are supposed to be meeting. And I am not going to let this year pass without us having that meeting. I love Antonisha. She started a women's group online. And that place has been a safe place for me when I was going through stuff. And I was just like, look, everything is crazy right now. You guys pray for me. I can say as much detail or as little detail as I want. And I have a whole group of women who are there praying. They do a prayer call every Tuesday. Unfortunately, I have been in class for the last year plus with some obligations. So I'm not able to jump on the call on Tuesdays. But that call happens every week on Tuesday with Antonisha Bishop. So, ladies, if you were looking for a group to be a part of, that is an awesome option. You could probably find it by clicking on her. It's called Sister Circle. And there are a lot of groups called Sister Circle. So I do want you to be a part of the one that she and I are part of. A lot of the ladies are local to DC, but not all of them. And that group is growing. So it's a really nice group of ladies there. So anyway, I want you guys to be accomplishing your goals. I want you to be working toward the things, but stop trying to avoid the hard road. You can't avoid it. Okay? You're going to have to travel it. You can travel it by holding my hand, taking this course, receiving a blueprint, and having somebody and a team of people around where you can execute and get help with modifying and adjusting as you go. So I will be praying for you guys, but I want you to join this class. Blueprint to accomplish your goals is tanikadesouza.com/goals course. I'm going to put it, I think I should be able to put up multiple websites. So if I do, that will be one of them. You guys have an awesome, awesome day. Win the day. It's about 11 a.m. And this is my birthday eve. Yay! Woo, 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 woo. So you guys can tell me happy birthday in advance. I will love it. All right. Talk to you guys later.